What's the story, Morning Glory? What is the word, hummingbird? Y'all, this is just a little impromptu little conversation about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the one that aired this past Sunday. I don't know what season, I don't know what episode. I didn't even take notes. That's how much I'm sort of like right now. I'm a little bit over the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It things might pick up later on in the season, but evidently this is Drew's year. Okay, this is Drew's year because of this possible divorce that's going on between her and Ralph. Now, what I had read a couple of months ago, and I did a video about it, is that Drew and Ralph did actually filed for divorce. I don't know if it was just for publicity, because you know how there's reality TV people, how they do it. They'll file for divorce and they're back together again. They file for divorce to get the momentum going for the new season, and to get people kind of ready for their storylines, but it's just all for show. It's not real. Just like with what's her name, Kim Zolciak and her husband. They filed for divorce, then they canceled it. It happened also with Sylvester Stallone. Filed for divorce, and they canceled it. Next thing you know, Sylvester Stallone has a reality TV show. So I don't know how authentic these divorce proceedings are. I mean, I don't want them to get a divorce. I don't want a marriage to fail. So if it's real, then it's a sad situation. If it's not real, then shame on them for playing around, with stuff like this. But I watched this past episode. Like I said, I didn't even take notes. That's how much disconnected I am right now with this show. This whole situation, okay, let's just go down the line. First of all, what's going on with these women? Sheree, she got some new boobs. Okay, good for her. Kenya, she wants to have a second baby. I think there's some type of stipulation between her and Mark that if she were to use the frozen embryos that they both created, that he will have no responsibility or obligation to this new child. I think that's what it is. And I think that's the reason why he had agreed to not destroy the embryos and to let Kenya keep them. But the caveat is that he's not going to be responsible for any children produced from these frozen embryos. So, yeah, if she wants to have another child, if she's got the energy, then yeah, she should go ahead and do it. If that's what makes her happy, go ahead and have another kid. Marlo, what happened with Marlo? Not much. I felt like when they went to the candy event, the peach, what was it, a peach buzz or peach fuzz event or whatever the hell it was, I felt like Marlo was a little bit uncomfortable in that dress. That dress was very risque, to the point it was like, how was she even sitting down? I think she had some type of tape, because at some point in the episode you could see the tape on that where the slit was, but that dress looked really uncomfortable. What else is going on? Candy. Okay, if you're going to talk about Candy, we have to talk about Drew, because their storylines are interconnected. So Candy and Drew, they're still going back and forth with whether or not Drew kissed LaToya. I don't understand why this is an issue, why this is a topic, why this has lasted 2 or 3 episodes. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't care if Drew and LaToya kissed. What does it matter? And I know it's not about the kiss itself. It's about proving who's lying. Is Drew the liar or is Candy the liar? And I'm just not understanding how this kiss or non-kiss has blown up to this. Like, if they did kiss, Drew, who cares? Everybody says the women on these shows, they're closeted lesbians, halfway to becoming lesbians or whatever, they're bi-curious or whatever. Who cares? This has happened on the Housewives franchise so many times. We've all lost count, where cast members are, filling up on each other, kissing each other, sleeping with each other. Who knows what's going on? So it doesn't matter if you kiss LaToya. It was in the heat of the moment. You have that exotic dancer there, Bolo, and it's wild, it's crazy, everybody's uninhibited. It doesn't matter. Y'all got caught up in the moment. It doesn't matter. It's not worth lying about, unless you feel like somehow your husband is going to use this against you in some way. Like he's going to say, well, if you did this, then I can go do that. Or if you feel like it's going to come up in your divorce proceedings somehow. I don't understand why it matters whether or not you kissed her, Drew. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. If it's a situation where you feel like your husband's going to use it against you for him to get a free pass to go do something, I mean, you're on a reality TV show. You should know there's cameras. There's people everywhere. When the crew left during that bolo night, when the crew left, you should have suspected there could have been cameras in that home. If it's a home that the damn show put y'all in, there were other women there. There were other cast members there. Candy was there. What's her name? Whatever. Portia's best friend. Shamia was there. Portia, all these other people were there witnessing what the hell was going on. So if you did it, why are you lying about it? And if it didn't happen, but Candy says it happened, because at the very end of this episode, they showed a clip of Candy's podcast that she does, or whatever it is, and she had LaToya on as a guest, and they talk about this damn kiss. And Candy kind of backpedals a little bit. She's like, well, if I misunderstood, or if what I saw wasn't what I saw. So it's kind of like, Candy, did you see it or did you not see it? Did it happen or did it not happen? Because you're going really hard to make it look like you saw it, like you were like inches away from them and you saw their lips connect and you were right there witnessing it. Now on your podcast, you're like, well, if it happened, or maybe I misunderstood what I saw, or what? So if y'all don't know what the hell is going on, y'all don't know, y'all don't remember, y'all are not sure, why are we talking about it? Why is it a topic of conversation? I don't understand. Cynthia came back. She didn't want to talk about her damn divorce because she's ashamed that she married a cheater. Everybody probably told her, because I think, I don't want to put words in his mouth, but didn't he say that he was never faithful to any woman ever? Plus, I remember that one time when she went over to his house to celebrate something. She was at his house and all of his friends that he invited were all females. He had like maybe one guy friend or something. All of his friends were females, very attractive looking females. So, I mean, Cynthia is like the most unlucky in love. Like, she doesn't see the blatant red flags. People told her about Peter. She didn't listen. People told her about, what's his name? Mike. She didn't want to listen. I don't know, but she's back. Cynthia looks great. Cynthia, maybe marriage just isn't for you. I don't know what to say. Yeah, I mean, that's basically all I have to say. What else happened in this episode? Okay, so now Candy is considering not putting Drew in her movie. Drew's going to be in her movie. She's going to be in that damn movie because all of this, they think, is going to help sell the movie. All of this publicity or whatever this is, talking about this kiss, this non-kiss, it's probably going to help sell this movie. So, yeah, Drew is definitely going to be in that movie. I don't know why Candy's playing. Drew's going to be in the movie. Drew wants to be in the movie. It was funny to me how she said, well, you know, it doesn't really matter to me if they keep me in the movie because I have a lot of other movie offers. Do you? Do you, Drew? You have a lot of other movie offers? Okay. I don't know. I thought, what else happened? Because this was just like, ooh. Oh, the talk about, okay, it's sort of no longer an issue, but I just want to talk about it. This whole issue of the ratings being really low, people wanting the old crew back, Portia and Nene and Phaedra and Kim. I don't know, because there's a reason why these women are not on the show. First of all, Nene coming back, to me, that really boggles my mind why people want her back. Of course, she had the good one-liners. She had the good shade. She did all of that. She did, for sure. But I don't know if Nene was good for the show. Okay, she was really good for the show because she knew how to put people in their place. Like I said, her one-liners are epic. But Nene didn't want to be on the show. Because the last reunion that she was on, when they had to do it remotely, and not even just the last few reunions, Nene she was over the show. She was completely over it. You know, people would ask her questions and she'd be like, whatever, if that's what you say happened, that's what happened. Okay, you're right, I'm wrong. You're right, I'm wrong. You know, she just wasn't invested anymore in the show. And it's kind of funny to me how she acts like, you know, this show failed without her. I don't know, maybe it did or it didn't. But why does Nene care? Instead of trying to go back to a show that you really didn't care about anyway towards the end, why don't you just do something new and different? Why do you want to go back in time? Nene was over Real Housewives of Atlanta. Andy was over Nene being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was so disinterested in the reunions. She didn't want to be there. Like, she was forced to be there. I don't see why people would want her back, because to me, she was clearly over the show. I don't know why she's talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Nene, you should have been moved on to bigger and better things than Real Housewives of Atlanta. Todd, your beard, it's a nice beard, but I need you just to trim it back just a tad bit. Trim it back just a tad bit. It's just like taking over your whole entire head. Trim it back just a little bit. I think that's all. Brooklyn, of course, once again stole the show. She's so adorable. She's absolutely adorable. She's so cute. She seems like such a happy child. Now I'm rambling. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. On your way out, please don't forget to rate the video. If you like this content, subscribe to my channel, and I'll definitely talk to you later. Bye.